Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer claims he might not have been mentally capable of crimes due to drug use. Folks, can I please do me a favor, read this with me. Can you do me a favor, Rob? Put this up there because, again, sometimes, forgive me because English is my fifth language. Armenian is my mother language. Assyrian is my father's language.
Yes.
Farsi because I lived in Iran for almost 11 years. German because I lived in Germany for a year and a half. Then it's English, fifth language. I took EFL, not ESL. Let me read this to you one more time, okay? Ready? Please, hang tight.
Somewhere Kim is
Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers claim he might not have been mentally capable of crimes due to drug use.
What an angle.
You know what this tells me? You know what movie the lawyer's been watching the last week? A movie called Primal Fear with Richard Gere and the great Edward Norton. Hey, sit down. Stop crying. Whoa. Yeah, and then at the end. Yeah, okay. Keep watching Primal Fear. It's a great movie.
That was just a work of art, man.
Good for you, this lawyer, for watching Primal Fear, one of the greatest movies, in my opinion, of all time, of one of these spin job movies that confuses the shit out of you. But let's read this guy here on what he's saying. Sean Diddy Combs' legal team argued he may not have been mentally capable of committing crimes due to substance abuse, prompting prosecutors to file a motion to exclude testimony from psychiatrist Dr. Ellie Allen, stating the notice testimony relates to the defendant's diminished capacity to form the mens rea required to commit the charged offenses. In other words, a mental condition bearing on the issue of guilt. Combs faces charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and fraud with a minimum of 15-year sentence and trial set for May 5th. Prosecutors emphasize that proving mens rea or guilty mind is essential writing to secure a conviction. Prosecutors must prove not only that the defendants committed the crime, but that they did so with a guilty or blameworthy mindset. What? And objected if a defendant intends to introduce expert evidence related to a mental disease or defect or any other mental condition of a defendant's bearing on the issue of guilt, he must provide notice to the U.S. government. Tom, when you read this, how do you process this?
Well, mens rea is how it goes. Is the you had the cognizant awareness and ability to reason when you committed the crime.
Yeah.
So this is where they use the insanity of defense, or where you have certain killings and they say moment of insanity, moment of blackout, a horrible thing. Like that horrible thing we talked about in China. This man is forced to bury his son alive, and they said he gets up incredibly angry, completely freaks out, and leaps on a guard with a piece of rope and just chokes him there, and you're unable to get him off and do it like that. At that moment, he does not have mens rea because he is operating completely outside of himself because of his sheer grief and the horror that he was just subjected to, that his mind has snapped, and he's not responsible at that moment for having the kind of logic you would have. Make sense? And they're saying, basically, because of drugs, Diddy was so out of his mind, apparently for a number of years, over 64,000 victims by some counts, right? Allegedly, right? That he wasn't able to do it. Pat's right. You know what this is? This is a Hollywood script they're trying to write. This is, you know what this is, Pat? This is a Hail Mary against the wind in a snowstorm in Buffalo. That's what this is. And it's being called out by newspapers that are like, and the headline should be this, Pat, is that the best you got?
Yeah.
That's your alibi? Yeah. That for a period of years, apparently he had no marbles.
Yeah.
You want us to believe that.
Well, he had some marbles, but they weren't his.
And I think even the best, even the best lawyers, best defense lawyers in the world have a hard time putting a defense up when the evidence becomes so compelling and the stack gets higher. And I think that's what, I suspect that's what's happening here. When they have to go to the point that say, oh, he was completely out of his mind doing drugs. Really? Which ones? The ones he supposedly committed in New York? The ones he supposedly committed at the VMA Awards? The ones he supposedly committed in LA? Which ones are we talking about? Yeah. So you're telling me he was on drugs for a matter of years and was just so completely blotto?
It doesn't.
Wow. To me, over. This feels like and I'd love to hear from like like a lawyer, like a Megyn Kelly, or people who are lawyers, because I think this is just a Hail Mary, and it is like the last item in the box.
He's finished, but like at the end of the day, and he's never gonna see the light of day. He is everything that we've seen, all the people coming forward and everything. This, like you said, Tom, Hail Mary, grasping for straws. Oh, now he's mentally. So that means, you know what it is? He did all that stuff. He did it. Everything that you did,
that's what the lawyer's saying.
That's what the lawyer's basically saying.
The lawyer's indirectly saying that he did all the crime. He did commit the crime.
Thank you. That's what that says.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with Diddy. What they're grasping at straws to do this. I've never heard of mens rea. There's probably more of likelihood that he was hanging out in the men's restroom at this point. But the whole you're doing drugs, so you don't know what you're doing, buddy. I grew up, born and raised in the nightlife scene in Miami. I've seen people on cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, GHB. What's the new stuff they're doing these days? 2C.
That's how you learn to spell
the whole
Miami.
deal. Never once were they like, yeah, I had no idea that I was doing organized crime for years. Stop it, Diddy. Stop it.
You know what he's going to be doing very soon if he goes the way he's going? He's going to be sharing a cell, and the guy is going to be singing him. My mind's telling me no,
but my
body's telling me yes.
People,
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind with Kelly.
Tom, go.
With R. Kelly, yeah. But
Bubba the cellmate.
Hold
still.
No, it's called R. Kelly is what it is. But I mean, you can't screw around with stuff like this, man. No. It's just some stuff you got to just do your best to avoid and not fool around with. So this lemon campaign that we launched on Thursday with the box, okay, that was launched, that all of you guys, many of you saw. Those of you that didn't, this box that's being shipped to people who are going through a lot of different things today to make their day. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade with a lemon hat in it and a presentation with a video of me speaking to them, giving them a message here. I'm going to press pause here. There was so many accountants. One accountant sent it to 11 clients, lawyers, realtors, insurance folks using it. But then we had a chance to read the note of what some people were writing to their clients. I'm not going to give the names. I just want to read the notes to you. It was so, our staff is, when I'm reading this, our marketing team, they're in tears, literally when I'm reading this to them. I'm not going to say the name, okay? They put the name there, then says, sending you some love to help lift your heart up today, and wanted to say again how sorry I am with Susan's passing. I hope this cheers you up, your spirits, just for a moment. I love you, sister, and always remember to move forward. Flowers don't happen without rain. Love you always. The name is in there. Are you kidding me? Okay. Then it goes here, me and you forever together. Put your goals always in front of you. Surround yourself with one quality, with people you become, who you're with. Thank you for your friendship. Here's another one. Love you, brother. Hope you like this. Greatest podcast ever. You not only being a father, husband, and a brother, you are also a policeman. You have so much you deal with on a day-to-day basis, but you still show up for your family. I not only love you, I respect you. I'm telling you, the more I was reading these notes, the more emotional we were getting ourselves. I love the fact that the Valuetainment audience is taking time to order something, to ship to somebody else, to make their day. How awesome is this that we're doing this? So for all of you guys that placed the order, I love that the fact that you're doing this. We're wired the same exact way. You can pick and choose the hats, whether it's the white one, the black one, or the green one when you're sending out to them. There's still a few left if you haven't done it yet on the lemon campaign, especially with everything that people are going on right now. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. And then also for the mothers out there, you asked for it. We wanted to do it. We know this audience is 80% men, but 20% women. It used to be 90%. The female audience has grown in a major way. Rob, if you want to play the clip, Mother's Day is around the corner next week, and we got a bunch of VT mom gear, stuff that's out there. Mama, today I love you, VT mom. Future looks bright. Here's one that I like a lot that's also on the site. VT mama. This is another one that we have. Valuetainment mama that we got out there. It's awesome. So we wanted to make sure that ladies typically do the shopping for us. We're not good at this stuff. Go place an order for mothers out there that are doing the right thing. They're going out of their way, and you're seeing how hard they're working. Every order you place, they're going to get a VT Mom keychain. And then if you place an order above $100, it's the VT Mom keychain plus this mug that says VT Mom, and it explains a sophisticated achiever that is always there for you no matter what. Moms, love you. Place an order for the mothers out there that watch PBD Podcast and Valuetainment. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.